You're not being ignored, you're being taken for granted. And that only happens when you become too available. The more you explain, the less they respect. The more you chase, the less they care. Today, you're going to understand the psychology behind it. You think people ignore you because you're not good enough. But the truth is, much darker, people ignore you because you made yourself too easy to access, too easy to understand, and too easy to replace. Human psychology is simple. We don't chase what we already have. We chase what feels uncertain, what feels rare, and what feels like it can disappear at any moment. The more available you are, the less valuable you become, and the less you react. The more people start noticing you. This is not about being rude or arrogant. This is about understanding how human nature works. Every time you reply instantly, every time you explain yourself again and again, every time you try to fix things that you didn't break, you're lowering your own value without realizing it. People don't respect effort. They respect control over your time, control over your emotions, and control over your presence. The moment you lose control, you lose power. And the moment you lose power, people start taking you for granted. Think about it. The person who is always there gets ignored. But the one who is not always available becomes important, not because they are better, but because they are limited. And anything limited automatically becomes valuable. This is why silence is so powerful. When you stop reacting, you create confusion. When you stop explaining, you create mystery. And when you create mystery, you create attraction. Because the human mind hates unanswered questions. It keeps going back to what it cannot understand. This is why pulling back works. When you reduce your presence, people start feeling your absence, and absence creates value in a way that presence never can. But most people are too afraid to do this. They think if they stop trying, they will lose people. But the truth is, if you have to chase someone constantly, you already lost them. Real respect comes from boundaries, not from begging for attention. The more you tolerate disrespect, the more it becomes normal. The more you accept less, the more you will receive less. And once that pattern starts, it becomes very hard to break. This is why you need to set limits without explaining yourself. Not everyone deserves an explanation. Sometimes silence is the answer. Sometimes distance is the message. And sometimes walking away is the only option. Because not every situation deserves your energy. Your energy is limited, and where you invest it decides your value. If you keep investing in people who don't value you, you will start feeling worthless. But if you protect your energy and give it only to those who earn it, your value will automatically rise. This is the shift most people never make. They try to be liked instead of being respected. But being liked and being respected are not the same thing. People like what is easy, but they respect what is strong. And strength comes from discipline, not from emotions. The strongest person is not the one who reacts the fastest. It is the one who stays calm under pressure, who doesn't feel the need to prove anything, who doesn't seek validation from others, because validation is a trap. The more you need it, the weaker you become, and the less you need it, the the stronger you appear. This is why detachment is attractive. Not because you don't care, but because you're not controlled by your emotions. You can walk away. You can stay silent. You can choose yourself. And that ability makes you powerful. People can sense desperation, and they can sense confidence. Desperation pushes people away, but confidence pulls them in without effort. So if you want people to value you, stop giving them unlimited access. Stop explaining your every move. Stop reacting to everything. And start becoming selective with your time, your attention, and your energy. Because not everyone deserves it. And once you understand this, your entire life changes. You stop chasing, you stop overthinking, you stop trying to please everyone, and you start focusing on yourself, your goals, and your growth. And that shift makes you different, because most people are controlled by others' opinions, but you are not anymore. You are controlled by your own standards. And when your standards rise, your circle changes, your respect increases, and your presence becomes powerful without saying a single word. And that is the real secret. You don't need to force respect. You just need to stop tolerating disrespect. And the moment you do that, people will either step up or walk away. And either way, you win because you are no longer losing yourself, trying to keep others in your life. Stop proving your worth to people who never questioned it. Stop chasing those who are comfortable losing you. The moment you choose yourself, everything shifts. People will either step up or step out. And either way, you win.